Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So this video is going to be a match preview for Sheffield United playing against Middlesbrough over at downtown Bramall Lane. So just before I start the video, make sure to drop a like on it. Make sure to subscribe as well if you are new to the channel. And if you haven't already, if you've already done them two things and you haven't already, hit the bell notification button, okay? It's on the front page of the channel and it is also on the subscribe button when you are on the video, okay? So guys, so then you never miss an upload, hit the bell notification button, subscribe, and just help me like the video today. So, if you haven't already heard my prediction towards Middlesbrough, I reckon that they're going to reach the playoffs, okay? There's two spots up for grabs, I'd say, because I'd say that the four teams who have already guaranteed being in the top four, Aston Villa, Fulham, Cardiff and Wolves, okay? But I reckon that there's five teams fighting for 5th and 6th spot in the playoffs, okay? I reckon that it's Derby, Middlesbrough, Millwall, Bristol City and Sheffield United, obviously us, okay? So whoever wins this match leapfrogs the other team, I'm pretty sure. No, I'm wrong, we'll be 1 point off Middlesbrough if we win them. But it is so tight. It is so tight in that playoff race and I don't know who's going to make it, to be honest. Derby normally drop off, but they got a win in the last game. Millwall are in such good form. I don't know when they last lost a game. I think it might have been 2 or 3 months ago. Maybe even more. Bristol City have gone off the board, but so have we. And there's outsiders like Brentford and Preston just below, but putting on the pressure towards us teams trying to reach it. So it could go anyway. Now, I'm just going to go on to recent form. That's 2 seconds. So I'm just on Sky Sports looking at recent form. Middlesbrough have won 3 of the last 6, whereas we've won 1 of our last 6. And it just does look really tough. But the thing is, we've had the same amount of losses. We've had 1 loss each in the last 6. Ours came to Barnsley, theirs came to Wolves. But there are matches on there which it looks like Middlesbrough should have won. They got a 1-1 draw against Brentford away, just like us. And they also got a 1-1 draw away at Burton, in which we won Burton, didn't we? So Middlesbrough are fairly inconsistent, which I'm sure that even their fans will admit. But under Pulis, they've become much more organised, you know. And they're a much stronger team, I'd say, because instead of playing Cyrus Christie who's bombing forward at right back all the time, we've got Ryan Shotton in there. And I'm pretty sure they sound like Craney or something. So Pulis has come in, shored up the defence, and it has certainly worked for them. Because when Monk got sacked, they were in like mid-table position. It didn't look like they were going to get playoffs. But at the start of the season, and I had a feeling that they were going to get playoffs, and I still think that up to this day, okay? With 5 games left in the Championship, any team could get it, and I reckon it'll be Middlesbrough and Millwall, as I've already said. But I suppose this is... I've gone on enough. Let's talk about the actual teams a bit. So for you Blades fans who don't know a huge amount about Middlesbrough, they've been playing, 4-2-3-1 / 4-3-3 sort of formation lately, okay? 3 very good, strong midfielders, I'd say, and then 3 attacking players who can easily get goals for them. Then the defence is very defence obviously, you know what I mean, like not too much attacking intent about it. So in net they've got Randolph, who's fantastic. Premier League standard, I'd say. He was at West Ham and he got replaced by Joe Hart, and we all know what's happened since then. Ryan Shotton at right back, who I just spoke on, very good, hard working defensive fullback. Same with George Friend at left back for them, who's been a long serving Borough player and he knows what he's got to do in the Championship, and they had a decent run at in Premier League last year. Iola and Gibson at centre back, that doesn't look like a partnership that's going to be changing anytime soon. Midfield, I'm talking about 3 very hard-working, strong midfielders. So we've got Johnny Alson, Ledbetter and Besic. I'd say that they're all Premier League quality, to be honest. Ledbetter, obviously, probably the worst, but I'm pretty sure he's their captain. He knows what he's doing. And then up front, they've got Adama Traore, who I am bricking it when he comes to the lane. With how fast he is, he can turn the game on its head like that. Literally, he's so fast. He came through Barcelona's academy, and Pulis is starting to get some end products out of him, okay? Because I remember they swapped Adoma for Traore, and scary stuff. And then they've also got Bamford up front, who's coming into a bit of form. Obviously, a few years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, it was at Middlesbrough and fired them up into the playoffs, which I'm pretty sure they lost to Norwich. And then they've also got Downing on the left wing, who he scored in his last game. I mean, he's in form, sort of. Scored in his last game, and they're looking good, but it wasn't against Forest. It was at home at the Riverside, 2-0 win. So I guess that's my little review of the Middlesbrough squad. Let's get into some Blades team news. So as far as I'm aware, there aren't any injuries for the Blades. Now, I'm not sure whether Stearman's back. I'm really hoping that he is. Because Jake Wright, you know, he was dropped, and now he's come back in. He's just not the same player, is he, at all? We conceded 3 goals without Richard Stearman. And with Jake Wright, I don't know. I think Leonard might have to come in, to be honest, because Jake Wright just doesn't look to be physical enough. Especially against Adama Traore and Bamford, it's going to be tough for him. Especially if they bring on, you know, a Sambalonga. Looking at the squad, you know, we've got Sambalonga, they've got Jack Harrison, and they just look very good. So it's going to be scary watching Jake Wright getting dominated. I'm hoping that it doesn't, but, you know. And then, obviously Jamal Blackman, I'm pretty sure this is his last game out, and bloody hell does Simon Moore need to improve in his next game. He obviously lost us the game, I'd say, because he gave them the ball for their second goal, which then gave them momentum to get the third. It just wasn't very good, was it, to be honest? And I don't like moaning at Simon Moore, because he's a fantastic keeper, but you can't be parrying it out to their top goal, well, to their in-form striker, when you're 2-1 up. So I don't really have any more. I suppose Mark Duffy, I'm hoping that he's back. Please tell me that he's back. We're so badly needing, because he's been missed so much. We tried David Brooks in that attacking midfield role, it didn't work. We tried David Brooks up front against Barnsley, and it didn't work. So I guess I'm going to get into my preferred 11 now, guys, because I've spoken enough. So I don't want this to drag on too much. The video's already been going on for 5 or 6 minutes, I bet, to be honest. So in there, it's going to be Simon Moore, as I said. Improvements are needed after that mistake he made against Barnsley, parrying attack their striker, which it was a shot from outside the box. With how we saved it, I thought it was inside the box. You know, it went for a crowd of players, but it went through 2 players, and it was from about 20 yards out. He needs to improve. It was Adam Hamill as well. He didn't even start the game for him. So yeah, let's move on from that. Right wing back George Baldock. He needs to improve his bloody crossing, alright? He's fantastic in every other department, but if he could cross it, he'd be a Premier League full-back all day long, to be honest. You know, I reckon he'd suit the likes of Middlesbrough, not Middlesbrough, Liverpool, you know, Man City, because he's just such a good fullback. He just needs to work on his crossing, which I'm sure he knows that himself, I'm sure he knows. But at the same time, when you only have Leon Clark and Billy Sharp in the box in that second half against Barnsley, it's quite tough. We need a centre-back to go up. Basham I've recommended already, which he does, but he sees that wide. So yeah, let's move on to centre-back. So this is my preferred lineup, as I've already announced. So I'm going to go with Leonard on the outside full-back role. I'm going to go with Basham in the centre, and then at left-sided centre-back, I'm going to go with Jack O'Connell, okay? Who I'm sure he should have been sent off by Jack O'Connell. He cropped their player into the advertising boards, and I'm very surprised that he didn't get sent off. I'm not complaining at all. Surprise, but he should have been sent off. And then Ryan Leonard, he hasn't really made the impact that we all thought he was going to have, has he? You know, when he was signed, we thought, oh, this is a game-changing signing. Our playoff push can be right back on. He's the heir to Coots, and we're going to be able to get playoffs easily. But that didn't happen. Obviously, that wasn't our actual mindset. But, you know, we thought that Ryan Leonard was going to be a much better player than he has done. And Lee Evans has turned out to be the player that's, you know, been the mainstay in the lineup since January. But I'd like to see Ryan Leonard get another chance, because I feel that the more that he plays, the better he's going to get, you know. Saw that with Johnny Lundstrom. And Although Ryan Leonard isn't a natural centre-back, he certainly has the physical attributes to do it, and he knows how to defend. So yeah, Ryan Leonard, Basham and O'Connell at centre-back. So over at left-back and going with Andy Stevens, I thought he was very, very poor against Barnsley. He kept stopping, he didn't really make a run for it, he didn't really put too many crosses in, which is his best attribute, I'd say. And overall, his game just wasn't too good. He wasn't playing like a fullback. Jack O'Connell was getting further forward than him most of the time. Mark Duffy in the second half trying to contemplate for the fact that Andy Stevens didn't really do much attackingly. And occasionally a bit of sharp drifted out wide because we had no support on that thing. So I'm expecting Stevens to have a much better attacking intended game, because against Barnsley away, we needed him to do that, because as you saw in the first half, we just went for possession, and we've only got one side of the pitch going forward, the right hand side. It doesn't help, and when Duffy came on, it helped so much because he would drift out to that left wing, so then we had two attacking avenues, and it works. So Andy Stevens at left back, but I am expecting improvement. Otherwise, Lafferty might have to come in for the last couple of games of the season, just see how he does. Then at centre mids, sorry, choking now. I've got Lundstram, Fleck and Duffy. Lee Evans got brought off before time. That shows you how poor he was. He kept losing the ball. He didn't really make a run for it. He was doing what Andy Stevens does, just passed it around, not really trying to carry the ball. And I'm expecting a better performance from Lee Evans if he does start. But I won't let Lundstram in there because I feel like his overall game has improved this year. Obviously when Coots got injured in November, Lundstram was so shaking. We all know that. But I don't think Lundstram really lost the ball, to be honest, against Barnsley, which was one of his biggest problems. He gets it out of his feet better, and obviously against Cardiff, that match that we had, he got the assist to Clark's goal. And Lundstram's all-round game's just getting better, We all know that he's got a long shot on him, We can all see that he's got the attributes to take a good old long shot. It's just trying to get him the confidence to do it. And I'm hoping for Jordan Lundstram screamer against Middlesbrough, to be honest. And then Fleck, obviously always on that left-hand side, helping out. Got a goal against Barnsley, it was lovely as well. If he didn't score, I'd have been rather disappointed. And I went crazy after he scored that. I'm still feeling after effects now. I've got a massive headache. Because I had a big day yesterday, obviously. The video's uploaded on Monday, but I'm recording on the Sunday, just so when I can get the files from my computer and edit and all the boring stuff. So yeah, and then Duffy is obviously a game changer for us. He does everything on that left hand side. A Barnsley fan commented on my video yesterday saying that he was scared every time Duffy got on the ball. And he's not pacey, is he, Duffy? He's not pacey. But he keeps the ball so close to his feet and so well as well. So yeah, that's my midfield trio. And then up front, I don't know who to choose. Clark, obviously, but who do I pick next to him? Brooks was awful last time out. Sharp was awful last time out. I forgot his name then. So my preferred lineup, I'm going to go with James Wilson, because I feel like I guess his directness could be good against Middlesbrough, a side who like to play it tough. Tony Pulis side, that's all you have to say. James Wilson sort of player, trying to run out defences, just trying to get the ball as far forward as possible could help. So, yeah, that's my lineup, as you can see on the right hand side of the screen, guys. I've got work in 5 minutes. I keep recording these videos too late. I'm stupid and I know it, but yeah, make sure to tell me what you guys think of the lineup down below. Tell me what you guys think of Middlesbrough, and hopefully there should be a video out today or tomorrow with a fellow YouTube channel, which, it might be a surprise to you guys who it is, but I'm not guaranteeing anything yet. So yeah, let's subscribe, do this today, and bring on Borough.